Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how to file for form I-751. So when you go to your browser, you type in USCIS. When it opens, you go into forms, then you click on all forms. And when it opens, you come here, you click on forms, and you type in I-751. Click on it. So as there's petition to remove condition on residents. So this one is basically for all those that have condition on their green card. So if you are this is purposely mostly for all fiancés. You file for your fiancé and they get their green card, they'll get a conditional green card that expires in 2 years. So before it expires, you need to file in this form. If you don't file it and your green card expires, then everything that you have done is a constancy job because it cannot be renewed. So you have to file this form for them to remove that condition, so you will get your regular green card that expires in 10 years. So this forms is what you use. So it's checking the expiration date, where to file. So you send it through a logbox, you print it out and send it. So this is the filing fee, 595. That's the filing fee, and that's the biometric fee that you added to it. So basically it's around, I think, 640 or something, and you file for it. So let's just dive into the forms. So these are the forms that you need to fill, 11 pages. So I'll be going through it. So it says information about you, the conditional resident. So your first name, you put in your family name, then you put in your first name. Then if you have a middle name, you put it over there. If you don't have, you just leave it alone. If you have other names, so the names that you're given to you by birth before you got married, you put it over there. If you don't want to, just leave it alone. So it says other information. So your date of birth, you put in your date of birth, the month, the date, and the year. So go to 5, country of birth. So you put in your country of birth and the country of citizenship, or so wherever you are a citizen at, just put it over there. If you have an alien number, put in your alien number. If you don't have it, you just leave it. If you have a social security, just put it over there. If you don't have it, you leave it alone. And USCIS online account, if you have it, you put it. If you don't, you leave it alone. Marital status, so you click on married, because you are married. If you are not, if you are divorced, you click on divorce. If you are widow, click on widow. If you are single, you click on single. So you say date of marriage, so the date you guys married, that's where you put it over there. So the month, the date, and the year. So place of marriage, so the place that you guys got married at, so you just put it over there. So you just don't put in the country, just put in the place. So wherever the place that you guys got married, put it there. If the marriage is true, if the marriage through which you gain conditional resident has ended, provide the date it ended. So if for some reason, when you guys got married, for some reason you guys divorced or something, or one spouse is deceased, you just put it over there when it got ended. Yeah, so you just put it over there, and you put in the conditional resident expiration date. So when the card will expire, so you just put in the date the card will expire, just put it over there. So continuation, you put in your address, apartment. If you live in apartment. If you don't live in apartment, just leave it. So if you live in apartment, you click on it. When you print it out, and just put in the apartment number. So you just put in the town that the city that or city or town that you are in, and you put in your zip code. It says, is your physical address different from your mailing address? No. If yes, if you click on yes, then you have to fill this part out. It says additional information about you. Are you removal the are you in removal, deportation, or so? No. If yes, you click on yes. Was a fee paid other than an attorney in connection to a petition? If yes, you click on yes. If no, no. So you just read through and make sure you understand what you are doing. So it says if you answered yes to item number 20, provide a detailed explanation in part 11. Additional information. So if you answered yes to this, then you have to go all the way down to part 11 and fill it up. So let me just take you all the way back to part 11. So this is part 11. You put in the information over there. We just go back. Where it is. Okay, so it says 21. If you are married, is this a different marriage than the other one? So no. Have you resided in any other address since you became a permanent resident? No. If yes, if you answered yes to it, you go to part 11 all the way down as I did earlier on. Now you feel completed. Is your spouse or parents currently serving? No. Biographic information. Are you Hispanic? No. Race, you put in your race. You put in your height. You put in your pounds. And now you put in your eye color. Put in your hair color. So which one suits you, just put it over there. Choose basic information. My incarnation residence is based on my marriage or my parents' marriage. So you select one. If it's based on your spouse, you click on it. If the IB, you click on IB. So it says a waiver or individual filing request. So if you want a waiver, so you just read it. My condition residence is based on my marriage or my parents' marriage to a U.S. citizen or a lawful permanent resident. I am unable to file a joint petition with my spouse or my parents' spouse because you read through, then you select which one best suits you. You just go through, read it carefully, and make sure you understand what you're reading. So part 4, it says relationship. So click on the relationship. So based on this one, part 3. Yep. So relationship. So you put in the name of your spouse. You put in your first name. You put in your date of birth. Alien, if you have a green share security card. Alien number. Physical address. Put in your physical address. If you have an apartment, if you print it out, you put it there. If you don't, just leave it alone. And the zip code, the country, information about your children. So if you have a children, whether they are living with you or not, you need to provide the information. So how many children that you guys have? If you have a child with your spouse, you make sure you provide it over there. If you don't have a child with your spouse but you have a child somewhere else, you just put it over there. Make sure you put it. If the child is living with you, click on it. If they are not living with you, you click on it. So all the children that you have, put in their address wherever they live at, whether they are staying with you or they are not. Just put in their info down there. See, all this goes to them. Yep. So part 7, it says petitioner statement, contact information. So this is for the petitioner, so I can read and understand. So can read and understand. So you go 3, you put in your phone number, you put in your phone number, then you put in your address, your email address. Then it says acknowledgement of appointment as USCIS application support center. So you just here when you print it out, then you put in your name, your full name, put it over there, and then you read what is over there to petitioner certification. So you sign when you print it out, and you sign and you date it. So the date that you filed for the petition, that's the date that you put over there. So when you're done, part 8 is about your spouse. In part that you mentioned in part 4, so they will also put in their phone number, and also their email address. They'll put in their email address. Says your spouse too will do the same. Then your spouse will put in their name over there, and when they print it out, then they sign, and you put in your date that you filed for the forms. So if you had an interpreter, this is what the part that the interpreter will fill out. The interpreter needs to fill this part out, so they also sign and date. So part 10, if you had somebody prepared it for you other than yourself, then the preparee put in their informations over here, their mailing address and all that stuff. So the signature and then the date. And you come to part 11, additional information. If you have any additional information, you just put it over there. Just put in the part, the number, and you just fill this part out. But if you don't have any additional information, then this is how you file for form I-751 petition to remove condition on residence. So this is basically if your marriage is less than 2 years before you guys got approved for the green card. Basically you have to go through this hustle. But if those who they are married their spouse and their marriage is more than 2 years, you don't have to go through this hustle. So this is how you file for the forms to remove the condition. Always remember, it's 90 days before the card expires. Don't sit down for your card to expire before, because the card cannot be renewed. So please don't forget. Thank you guys for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.